apparently that's Rambo. Let's see if we can zoom that up a bit. Well, that's looking quite nice. Right. Don't know if I've done Rambo, if I'm honest. We're out of tea. Got some slightly gone off sparkling water from 13 months ago. It's a great life, mate. Right, well apparently this is a fast load version, so I'm hoping it's exactly the same as the original release, because this is from the Hollywood Blockbusters bundle, I believe. I believe it's a Commodore 64 bundle. And it does work. Thank fuck for that! Because the other game on there I didn't want to play. Yeah, that looks good. It is actually a pretty good title screen, must admit. That probably helps the camera a bit. It does indeed. Okay, looks like we're not playing that then. Ah well, what was on here then? They sold 1 million. This side, Bruce Lee. Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, that's the end of Rambo. Actually, a funny thing happened because I turned on the C64 and the tape drive wasn't working. I thought, oh, I know, silly me, I've plugged the SD to IEC in there. And no, the tape deck was connected. So I guess we're playing match point. So this does look very dusty actually, this cassette window. Not actually a fan of compilations today, because the longer the tape inside the cassette, the more prone it is to stretching, which is a bit of a disaster for turbo loaders. Although it does say that there is a standard load version on the other side. And seeing as Rambo is first, and then it's Miami Vice standard loader. I don't know why they would do that. Did Commodore's tape decks become so device not present? Pardon? That's not good. That means it's not going to work, isn't it? Let's have a look at the tape. The tape don't look too bad. The set window is quite clear. I can't be bothered to do the old poke business, as you would expect from a middle-aged man. No incentive for poking anymore. Yeah, well, that's the case for. They sold 1 million too. Now I believe I've done match day, or was it match day 2? That's what I think of that. Goddamn motherfucker. Now one thing you can try doing, if your tapes do, you know, load a little bit better each time, like this, is run the tapes through By that I mean you just press play on the tape without loading it, so it just literally spools the tape from one side to the other and then do it the other way round. However, I won't be doing it for this game because knowing Scion, and he is Scion, yeah. I don't remember Scion being well known for producing amazing C64 games, so I don't want to play Match Day. You know what? Actually, what I want to do is go and grab the bag full of loose tapes I got off Random Hero 2K before he closed his account down on eBay. So I guess we're doing that. For some reason this needs to go up now. Let's see, what have we played here? Oh, we've done Robin Hood already, so that's a bit weird. It's as good as it gets on my channel, so gonna be playing a bit of Rambo. It's exactly the perfect timing for autumn, just coming home from school. Now if it was Manic Miner, would have been picked up by mummy or daddy, or my friend's mummy, and driven home, but it's a later game, so I would have just got back from walking home. So the original version of Rambo, the original loader, doesn't work, and it always fails at exactly the same point. It's about 30 on the tape counter. Exactly, not roughly, exactly. Because I've got 4 or 5 copies of Rambo, and I remember only one of them would load. All the other 4 or whatever would only load up to exactly the same point and then fail. So on the Hollywood compilation they've done something called a standard loader. You do still get the loading picture, but you don't get the music that goes with it. That's a bit of a shame. The music you get is a Robocop music, as I like to call it. There you go. So that's the music we've got there. And we're going to have the cat bottom filter as well. It's a special filter. 3, 2, 1. Filter coming up. So yeah, it's going to look like dog shit on my camera. Which is why when I originally uploaded this 240p file from the emulator to do this particular loading music on my channel using an emulator, the 5-6 minute file was like 500 meg. You get high quality TV shows in 480p for that sort of memory. So yeah, they're all ruined now. YouTube doesn't work at all anyway. Those YouTube recommendations are absolutely fucking useless. And on top of that, the channels and the subjects I say not interested in or don't recommend this channel, they still keep popping up. Oddly, however, certain channels are not actually recommended to me. Mainmeister's channels never come up on there, that's a weird thing. So it's not a bad picture actually. Although these horrible lines you get here are only on the 1074. They're not scan lines, they're just, I like to call them shit lines. There's something wrong. and I've got two 1702 monitors, so, and they both do exactly the same thing. There's a weird way that they resolve the composite video onto the electron gun. Yeah, I'm talking bollocks because obviously we're waiting for the game to load. Now at this point I would be reading the instructions, but it's not really possible because there was no instructions in the compilation tape that this comes on. Obviously it did come with instructions. It's called the Hollywood pack or something. I'm sure it was a C64 bundle, I'm sure. Anyway, as long as the main game works. I mean, really, if the SD to IEC power connector that goes on the cassette port, if it had a pass-through, then I could use both at the same time, but those wires are incredibly thin and flimsy millennial quality wires, connecting, you know, the tape connector with a single very fine wire to the SD to IEC, so I don't like to plug that in and unplug it. Plus it's not obvious which way round you plug it in. On a real you know, cassette port plug, you have the you know, the bit that's notched off. That's not actually there on these things. Don't think they make them anymore, obviously. So Rambo's only got 3 levels. So I did actually watch a video on it because I know exactly what it looks like, and all the memories are fucking wiped out. And probably a few more be wiped out anyway tomorrow when I have to go and fill up my tyre, stroke get it repaired, because I've already tried to fill it up and I could hear the compressor working on the air machine, but that tyre remained at 0 psi, so I had to drive to the garage with a sharp left turn and a sharp right turn and another sharp right turn, followed by a sharp left turn, a sharp left turn and a right sharp right turn on the way home. Now they are massive tyres and they are massively low profile. I didn't buy them like that. They're the standard Style 32 BMW wheels, as they are called, which I love, along with the aero kit that comes with the car. Does actually make it a little bit interesting to look at. So I'm going to have to go and take the car somewhere even further tomorrow. Well, actually we're taking a wheel off. So that means I have to call my dad, because I can't drive the car that far. And I haven't got another car to actually take the tyre off. And I can't get a mini cab, and it's too far to walk, let alone roll a flat tyre up the road. So now the interesting thing about Rambo is the soundtrack. Both the soundtrack on the game and on the movie, they're very close. I know this because I had the Rambo soundtrack album. I got it in some sort of clearance thing in the record shop. Didn't go out and buy it full price. But yeah, I just had a thing about buying soundtrack albums back in the 80s. If you like more than 3 or 4 songs on a movie, you might as well just get the soundtrack album, because you can bet your ass the actual album that each of those tracks come from, I might not only like maybe one. There has been instances where I've bought an album and I only like the released record. That's 10 quid down the toilet. But yeah, they're very close. If you listen to that instrumental orchestral soundtrack album, which I've got on LP somewhere, I think it's with my laser discs, which are all rotten. All my laser discs are definitely rotten. The fucking cardboard on the outside is rotten, I mean. But they are very close. It's actually quite surprising. I'm talking more about the short tunes rather than the title screen tune. I do like the loading music to Rambo, but it's not quite as bad as the situation with Sanction, where I really don't like that tune, because it's like that Wendy Carlos tune where they've taken a classical tune and done it on analog synths. It don't work for me. Make something new. Be more of a Delia Derbyshire than a Wendy Carlos. Thank you. I know I'm a very seasoned analog sound expert, not really. So yeah, I decided not to get myself any birthday presents. Two potential things was a Sony Trinitron, like the one I've got here, without a cracked case, with a working remote control, and in the identical grey and black colour casing that I had. This one is white. I can't bother to turn the camera because it's a pain in the arse to line it up. Actually, what's the lens on the front of the camera? Is that dirty? Let's have a little. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's probably easier to turn these around. So why haven't I uploaded any videos, even though I've played about 30 Commodore 64 games? Well, I haven't found most of the cracked discs. I've only found the James Bond briefcase that I got when I was 16. I'm sure my mum bought me that. Can't show you it because it's got my initials on there. I thought it didn't work there for a second. Yeah, one of the best things about this game is the soundtrack. I think this is one of Martin Galway's best. Game itself is quite short. People moan about Commando. This is an even simpler game, and no one ever, well actually they might have. I don't think it got a Zap Sizzler or anything. Let's get on with it before I forget what we're supposed to do. The chocolate filter's working well. Yeah, these kind of tunes, they are actually on the soundtrack album. So you get energy, and I've lost a bit already. But like Critical Mass, you just got to basically go straight up. I don't know where the bazooka is, but that's where the machine gun is. But you get unlimited knives to throw at them. But yeah, instead of going east all the time, you go north, Miss Tessmocker, north. So I'm sure it's about here somewhere. Fucking hell, you don't have to lose a life quickly. Now, the video I watched, they started off with bazookas or explosive arrow tips. So it's kind of like an 8-bit version of TNT, which is a great Atari ST game that I had, which is a Commando knockoff. But it's set in the jungle, innit? See, it's very difficult to walk through certain bits. There's no point losing all my energy, so... No, so you get stuck in the scenery, but... I know, actually, you can't go any further that way. Music is going really slow now, so for fuck's sake. It's a brutal game. Without trainers. With trainers it's brilliant. But Wonder why the music's suddenly going slow. Oh no, the cat's got his claws stuck in the net curtains now. Oh, bloody hell. Using too much energy, and it is here that you got to go in there. I'm sure it's this one, unless there's another one further up. It might be another one here. So you got... Oh, bloody hell. How'd you fucking get in there? So this might be the long way round. There is a bit you can blow a hole in the fence, but they must have been using cheats, so energy is very low. Oh, there we go. Have to collect them and escape to the helicopter, basically. Oh, come on. See? That's a bit annoying. Shh, buddy, what are you doing? Don't pull the net curtains. It's life or death situation to go and get some more in that pokey little shithole. Very easy to lose energy. I don't think there's any built-in cheats to this game. But, yeah, these don't really help much actually, I have to say. Plus they do actually hear the gunfire. Oh, god damn it. Let's see if we can, I'm sure it's this one. Yeah, I don't know. There is something going on there. Anyway, that's Rambo for you, mate.